Okay, now we come to questions number 3. Okay, so if you look at here in questions number 3, same thing. Whenever you want to start, you have to refer to their notes to account. Here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 notes to accounts. This will help you to do the T accounts. Now, anyhow, not all the T account are necessary, but I'm doing more so that you can have clear pictures. When you are more familiar with cash flow, some of the T account actually is not necessary. So first, if you look at here, non-current asset, if you look at this one, they don't give you depreciations, right? They're giving you the net book value. So when you prepare a non-current asset here, when you prepare NCA accounts or non-current asset accounts, this will be on net book value version. So what it means by net book value version basically means that you have your BD, okay, according to this question 730, and you also have your closing balance CD. Okay, this is 1,100. Now, when we say it's a net book value versions, means that you will have your depreciations. Okay, depreciations, the current year depreciations included here. Okay, so this one we don't know what's the figure, we'll check on it later. Now, according to notes number 1, it mentions that tangibles, one of the properties with a net book value of 80,000 was sold for 60,000. So it means that you have a disposal here. Okay, the net book value is 80,000, but you have been selling it for 60,000. So disposal accounts. Okay, so here you have 80,000 from your NCA, non-current asset, but you're selling it at 60,000. So this is the cash amount you have. Okay, now since it's a cash and this is for your assets, so we see you go to I, means investing activities. Okay. On this side, on the non-current assets, we will normally only have 2 items. One is revaluations, another will be your purchase. So if you look at this case, our revaluation reserve actually increased from 100 to 200, means that you have an increase in revaluations for 100. Okay. Now, next thing we are looking for the depreciations, current year depreciations. If you look at here, the depreciation charge for the year on all the property, plant, equipment is 100,000. Okay. So it was 100,000. Now we only need to put in 100,000. Bear in mind, this is current year depreciation, means that you are going to use it in your operating activities later. Okay. So how much you have purchased, cash amount will be the balancing figures. All of this add on 1280 minus 830, so you have 450. So this 450 will be your investment activities. Okay, guys. So this is the first account. Now second account, this one is depreciations. No, this is the loss. If you can figure it, you have a loss of 20,000. So this loss of 20,000 is basically you have to minus it in your operating activities later. Okay, it's already minus previously, so you need to add on, not minus. Okay, then these 2. So basically, number 1 you are done. Okay, then we go on with number 2, investment which cost 50,000 was sold for 40,000 during the year. So if you look at here, you have an investment. Okay, investment. Since this is your asset, opening is always on the side. Opening is 100 BD. Okay, then question say closing is CD become 50. So dimensions during the year, you have a disposal of 50. Go to disposal account. Okay, now if you have a disposal, this one disposal for investment. So you can check here disposal of 50,000 from your investment. Okay, but question mentions you were sold for 40,000 cash. You only receive 40,000, and then it means that you make a loss of 10,000 here. So basically, when you look at here, cash and it's for cash received from investment. So this is a I, It's an investing activities. Then beside this, you have a loss record. Okay, since it's a loss, then previously you should be already minus from your profit and loss account. So by right, okay, by right you have to add back to your profit and loss account. So this will go to your operating activities. Okay, so this is for investment on notes number 2. Then the rest, inventory, trade receivable, cash. This one we should do it later when we prepare the cash flow. Okay. Then we go on with number 3, share capitals, share premium. Now these two accounts, basically, if you are familiar, you do not need to open these two accounts anymore in the future if you are very familiar with cash flow, because it's just a simple plus and minus. Okay, share capital. So if you look at here, your opening is 300. Okay, BD. And your closing is 380. Okay, now if you look at the notes, this mentions that the issues capital 1 each and at this price. Okay, but what's the outcome is basically this one. You do not need to calculate so much. Okay, but the date it will be important later. Okay. So now here, how much you have increased in cash is basically this amount. So here cash you will have 80. So this one you should go into your, since it's a share capital, should go to financing. Okay. Now next one you have share premiums, same principles. So you have BD and CD. BD is 200, CD is 300. So there's an increase of 100. So this one is your cash. Okay. So since it's shares, you go to financing. Now number 4 is revaluation reserve. Just now we already know that how much, where is the revaluation reserve increase from. Okay, so you know this one. Then number 5, you have your retained earning. Now retained earning, in most of the case, retained earning accounts you need to open. Okay, retained earning and dividend, because these two is always linked. So if you look at here, your retained earning balance brought down is 200. By end of the year, your retained earning amount is 190. This is your CD. Okay. So here, if you look at this retained earning, okay, there is not much notes, but you have to bear in mind this one. You have to understand retained earning accounts is always related. It's always related to your dividend. Okay. So now look at your dividend. We jump here. First go to dividend. Dividend payables are on is equity shares. Now interim dividend are paid. So means that you already paid only last year final dividend, but you did not pay this year dividends. So last year dividend is 30, and you, okay, so you have to open this dividend account. Okay, dividend accounts, you have this BD. This one is opening is 30. Now we have our opening on credit side is because of this is a payable, so it's a liability. Now you already paid last year dividend, so last year dividend is 30, so means now you have a 30 in terms of cash. You already paid. So now here you will have a, since it's a dividend, we put into financing activities, but it's also, you can also put it into operating activities. It's not a mistake. Then the next one is you have 40. This is current year dividend. This 40 you should minus from retained earning. Okay, bear in mind, in your retained earning you should always put current year dividend, including current year final dividend, current year interim dividend. So in this case you only have the final dividend, so we put here current year final dividend. So from here you can see that balancing figures is actually 30, which this is your current year profit. Okay, so you'll use this in your operating activities later on. And that's okay. Now next, if you notice that the loan account, actually there's an increase of loan. So it's up to you whether you want to open this account or not, but for me it's not a necessary, it's not a must, okay, because as long as you remember, you might not really need to open it. So loan account opening is 100, year end is 150. So CD means that current year loan you have increased 50. So this 50 is basically the money that you receive from your loan applications. Now loan is basically long term, so we consider it's a long term liabilities under your financing activities. Okay, I think that's all for the accounts that you need to prepare. Then next we'll look at the cash flow. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 16. We'll check on the cash flow. Okay, now before we go on with our cash flow, please bear in mind we still have notes number 5 on interest. We haven't do the adjustment, but this will do it when we prepare for the cash flow. So here, where is the profit before tax? If you look at your retained earning, here you have this amount, 30,000. So this will be your profit figures for current year, 30,000. Some of the questions they give you the profit figure directly, some of the questions they don't. So you need to know how to figure out the profit figures. Now depreciations, if you refer here, depreciations, we have it is 100,000. So we're just putting 100,000. Then loss on disposal. Loss on disposal of non-current asset. Here, disposal of non-current asset equal loss. So we also have put in 20,000 here. And then loss on investment. If you do one by one, if you look at this, if you want to do one by one, you just follow C, where's the O. So here you have an O. This is 10,000. To record it back. Then here you have a retained earning O. Just now we already put in. Okay. You see if there are any others. Okay, if there's no others, then you have to go on with our interest expenses, this one. So if you look at your interest expenses on here, 50,000 of 10% loan was issued on 1st of January year 3. All interest to 31st of December year 2 has been paid. So if you look at here, your loan was from 100 to 150, means that you have an increase in loan of 50,000. And this increase is since the first day. It was you take the loan on the first day of year 2. So it means that you use the loan for the whole year. Okay, you use the loan for the whole year. So basically your interest expenses should be 100,000 and plus the 50,000 times 10%. So you should have 15 for your interest expenses. Now 15 previously you minus, so now you have to add back. Now loan, all these losses previously you minus in your income statement, but now you have to add back, including depreciations. Now why we add back? Because all this is a non-cash item. So we have to add back for non-cash item, and later on we only adjust for the cash item. So next one, you look for this one, 100 to 150. Okay, trade receivable is from 100 increase to 150. So there is an increase in account receivable 70. But the increase in account receivable, should you plus or minus? Now remember, this increase in account receivable means that your debtors never pay you money, right? So basically you need to minus. Okay, now same thing, okay, minus 70. Okay, now same thing go for your increase in inventory. You should also minus. Inventory is from 80 to 110, so increase 30. You also have to minus because basically it means that you use your money to pay, to buy for your inventory. Next, increase in account payable 70 to 80. Increase in account payable basically is an increase. Basically it means that you actually don't pay your creditors money, so you keep the cash with you. Okay, then next one, interest paid. Just now we already recorded. in, so now you should minus. This is the money that you pay. Dividend paid. Yeah, it's up to you whether you want to put in under operating or under financing. Both also agree. Both also can be accepted. So since I already paid here, I just put in minus 30 dividend paid. Okay. So here you have a dividend paid. Now next one. So the total cash flow from operating activities will be 40. Okay. So you have your cash flow here. The amount is 175. After you minus all this, you become 85, and then 85 minus 45. Now next one, you will have the purchase of non-current assets. If you look at this, your purchase of non-current assets is from here, investing activities. So your investing activities, purchase, right, means you pay, right? So since you purchase means you pay, means your money go out, so it's a minus sign. Proceed from sale of investment. Okay, you have your dispose your investment here. This is I, right? This is also I. So whichever comes first, it doesn't matter. Investments, I come in first. So proceed means you receive the money, 40,000. And when you sell your asset here, you receive 60,000. Okay, so this is the item, and also for this one. Now, I no more I, right? Okay, then we'll go on. So here the total amount that you will have is 350. Okay. Share capital, cash flow from activities. Share capital, if you look at here, share capital is an increase, right? So by right, share capital is an increase, means that you receive money, it should be increased. So plus the down. Same thing though for share premium is a plus. And loan also, you increase your loan amount, so it's also a plus. So here you have increased three things: share capitals, also share premium, and you should write proceed from. So this one, share capitals is share premiums, interest, and loan is 50. So total you have 230. So after this, add on everything. Okay, this is a minus sign because it's minus 350. So at the end, you actually have a negative 80. Okay, negative 80. Now, this. Now, look at here, cash flow at the beginning of the period. So this is your year one. Cash flow is 20 in cash, and bank overdraft is 40. So negative 20. 40 minus 20. And then your cash flow at the end of the period, you have cash on hand 30. And bank overdraft is 130, so negative cash flow should be 130 minus 30, you should have minus 100. So by right, these two add-on should be same with this. So now if you look at this, you get the result. Okay, so this is for the questions 2.